Good morning. It is Tuesday, August 12th, 2025. Back here for another daily shakeup, a shakeup in our thinking about life and leadership and everything in between. And today I want to talk about resistance, but more importantly, a tool to get past some of our resistance. Resistance is human. Resistance is things that come up in us. Some are conscious, many are unconscious. These are the things that create either blocks or at a minimum friction points that keep us from moving forward in the direction we want to go, keep us from getting to achieving our goals, keep us from building momentum. And resistance comes in many forms, and that's a whole other topic. But today I want to talk about one specific tool or practice that can help us get past our resistance. Now, it's helpful if we're honest about our resistance. So if you know there's something that you have some resistance to doing, you don't like doing it, it's not your natural gift, it's something that's boring to you, whatever it is, if you know there's resistance, it's even more important to have these tools or practices that you can rely on to minimize the impact of the resistance. That's what it's about. Yes, we can work on the resistance, again, another topic, but I'm talking about just a very specific tool or practice you can use to get past or minimize your resistance. And here it is. Specific always beats general. Specific always beats general. And what I'm referring to is your to-do list, your priority list, hopefully prioritized, but perhaps not, and it's just a to-do list. These things, whether it's a single list or post-it notes everywhere, or it's in your task and Outlook, wherever it's coming from, the more specific, the more likely you are to actually do it. Because what those lists should be lists of action items. But most of our lists are not action items at all. They are actually not action items. They are projects that involve many, many actions. And the only way to complete a project is to do all the actions. And the only way to get started on a project is do whatever the first action is. Or if they're simultaneous or there's many choices, pick one action and act on it. But see, when you look at a list and it's just a general thing, for example, what if your list says do marketing? Do marketing, really general. Resistance is going to win on that one because I'm not sure what it looks like. I want to start doing it, but I'm going to be distracted often and almost always by the specific and the perceived urgent. Not really urgent, but perceived urgent. So it seems easy, it's quick because it is a specific action. If you look at your list, you will typically pick the action items, not the projects, because if it's a project, you've got to figure out what the action items are. That's an extra step. Your brain knows that, and it tells you, no, skip to the next thing. Skip, go find an action. So a lot of times we think we're doing the easy things or the comfortable things. That's true, but more often our default is to the specific action items as opposed to the general projects. So that's the tip for today. If you want to move past your resistance or minimize your resistance, remember this: specific always beats general. That's it. Get into action. Make that impact you all want to have and amplify your leadership and your influence. Have a great day.